out here at the 90th Annual National Trail Conference Tournament. I'm Matt Robinson, Dustin White, and I'm bringing you the action. And we've had a couple of games that are helping to set up the semifinals, both on the consolation side of things and on the championship side of things. And the last quarterfinal matchup is the dandy. The 4-seeded Altamont Indians getting set to take on the 5-seed, the North Clay Cardinals.
Both of those first two games tonight had their competitive moments, especially in the early stages, but ended up being pretty one-sided games. It'd be really surprising to me if this one goes that way. These teams played each other awfully close not that long ago, very evenly matched. Looking forward to a really good one here to close out tonight.
Yes, indeed. Altamont comes in with a record of 12-7. North Clay with a mark of 13-6. As I had the chance to chat with each of the coaches before this ball game, and word from North Clay that they have been anticipating, hoping for, Lane Wolf, the junior that got hurt early in the season for the Cardinals, was released today for basketball. He is going to take the court some, not a whole lot most likely, but any minutes that North Clay can get from Wolf will be a welcome addition as they try to stick to their top 5 pretty closely.
I mean, they'll play 5 if it works out for them, unless they win in a one-sided fashion. But if it's a close game, maybe 1 or 2 subs in some key moments. But for the most part, their starting 5 have been their 5. And at the point we saw them a couple weeks ago, all but 20 points or so had been scored by their 5 starters. That's changed a little bit in the ensuing weeks or the ensuing games, but not much. Really a top-heavy team. But boy, really good players. 3 1,000-point scorers amongst that group of starters for the Cardinals.
Including Cody Zentars, who is the all-time leading scorer in North Clay basketball, both boys and girls.
Yeah.
So he'll be a handful, along with Cade Atwood and Lucas Griffey, Mason Byers, and Carter Walden. But Altamont responds with some talent on their own. Cade Melville, the senior, leads them in a lot of categories. And so to a degree, how he plays will dictate how the Indians played. But he has help from Cooper McManaway, the sophomore. Cooper Powell, who has slipped into the starting lineup, has really played some good defense, and his scoring's on the uptick. And Zane Miller, also inside, has some varsity experience as a junior, along with senior Jacob Johnson. And they'll call to their bench a little more than North Clay will as well.
Well, going back to Melville, I mean, listen, when that game came down to crunch time between Altamont and North Clay down at North Clay, whose hands did Altamont get the ball in at the end of the game? They wanted Melville to have it, and he was able to get himself to the free throw line. I mean, he's a long-time varsity player at this point, and very confident and for good reason.
And we're about set for the final game of the night from the 90th Annual National Trail Conference Tournament. We'll take a 90-second break, come back with the starting lineups here from Altamont on Classic Hits 97.9 XFM.
Diedrich Bank is proud to be a sponsor of the NTC tournament. Good luck to all of our area teams. Diedrich Bank, live for today, bank for tomorrow, member FDIC.
Tom Henderson State Farm Insurance helps people manage the risk of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and help you realize your dreams. Contact Tom Henderson today.
Whether you're in the market to purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle, Northside Ford on North Keller Drive in Effingham will find a vehicle that works for you. Check out Northside Ford's selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs today. It's NTC Tourney Week, and Tingley Insurance in downtown Effingham wishes players fast breaks, jump shots, and lots of rebounds. Tingley Insurance, a proud supporter of high school basketball.
Elite Rewards checking from Washington Savings Bank makes everyday spending more rewarding. No rotating categories to track, no points to figure out.
Spring registration is underway at Lakeland College. Apply today and prepare for a career or gain a new skill. Flexible schedules with in-person and online classes. Lakeland College. Education that fits your life.
Thanks for watching the NTC Tournament, provided by Premier Broadcasting, 97.9 XFM and KJ Country 102.3.
NTC for boys basketball, and the starting lineup's been announced to the crowd for the visiting North Clay Cardinals. Under Coach Josh Zink, they're 13-6 on the campaign. At the point guard, they'll run Cade Atwood. He just crossed 1,000 points last week. He wears number 0. He's a senior for this club. Joined by North Clay's all-time leading scorer, Cody Zemdars. Zemdars, number 2, also a senior, also will play at a guard spot. At a forward position, it's Lucas Griffey, the only junior in the starting lineup for North Clay. He wears number 20. He averages double figures along with Mason Byers, number 21, the power forward for this club. Byers, a senior, joined by Carter Walden, number 32. He's the biggest kid out there for North Clay and will be the biggest kid on the court tonight, but he can take it outside and score there as well for the senior from North Clay.
Yeah, he's big, but he can shoot from anywhere.
Altamont will counter with the starting lineup of Cooper Powell, number 2, the senior, has moved into the starting lineup as the season has come on. Plays good defense, takes care of the ball for Coach John Niebrugge's club. That's 12-7. He's joined out there by Cooper McManaway, number 14, the sophomore, has played a lot of varsity experience even with the young age. Joined by their veteran leader, Cade Melville, number 22, the leading scorer for the Indians, a 6'4 senior. Joined by Jacob Johnson, number 41, inside, a senior as well. Joined by Zane Miller, number 42. Miller also just a junior, but has played plenty of varsity minutes for John Niebrugge's club. That's 12-7 on the campaign. The officials tonight will be Steve Boswell, as well as Travis Wyatt and Mike Bell. And Mike Bell was recognized by the IHSA as the girls' high school basketball official of the year. He'll be presented a plaque at the banquet coming up this towards the summer. But congratulations to a good guy and a good official in Mike Bell, who's here tonight at the NTC.
Yeah, for much deserved honor, and he's done a lot of boys games this year as well. Seems like we just run into him everywhere, and this ought to be a good one tonight.
North Clay wins the tip as Lucas Griffey knocks it in the backcourt for Atwood. Altamont picks up in the man-to-man as the Cardinals cross the timeline. They leave it with Byers right side. Bounces the top of the key to Walden. Back to Byers. His defender went for the steal of the pass. Left Byers step in. He pulls up for a 12-footer and knocks it down as North Clay gets the scoring started early. Altamont works it around the perimeter. They've got it to McManaway in the corner. He circles to the free throw line. Steps through. Shot off the glass. No good. Rebound, though, inside for Altamont. And a spin and a putback, no good for Johnson. This rebound to North Clay. They push it up court in a hurry. They get it to Lucas Griffey. He stops and pops on the left side of the lane. A little 10-footer is good. And North Clay's up quickly, 4-0. Cade Melville calls out the play. Tries to get his teammates to recognize. Now takes it to the left wing. Looks it in the corner to Powell. Powell brings it back out top as he's matched up with Walden. Got around him. Wanted to dump it down low. His pass intended for Jacob Johnson is kicked, and it'll be Altamont ball under the basket.
Yeah, Zemdars put a foot out to disrupt that one, so it's going to be Cooper Powell triggering the inbound under his own bucket.
In it into the game, North Clay up 4-0. Inbound goes to McManaway. Catches in the corner, gets it out on the wing to Melville. Back down in the left corner to McManaway. Matched up with Griffey. He brings it back out to the perimeter. Sends it over to Miller. Back to McManaway. Now in the corner, Melville. His three from the left side is good. Cade Melville buries the jumper to pull Altamont within one. It's 4-3.
He doesn't need much time or space to get that one off, and it was true out of the hand.
Zemdars looks to set up the offense with 2 guarding 2 there as Powell picks him up. That's no surprise. They look on the right side to Walden. He tries to get in the lane. Ball knocked loose by Johnson, picked up by Melville. He looks up court for McManaway, makes a nice pass, and McManaway lays it up and in on the left side, and Altamont has the 1-point lead, 5-4.
Yeah, off of the first turnover of the game, that one goes against the Cardinals.
Byers with it right side. Looks to Zemdars, who's posted up. Turns, puts a shot over Powell. It's no good. Rebound stiffed, and it's grabbed by Zemdars. He took it right back up, and somebody from Altamont got him. Zemdars will go to the line for a pair.
To me, like it's going to be Melville. So he picked up the first foul of the game. Worth keeping an eye on. 2 minutes in for Cade to pick up an early personal.
Free throw for Zimdars is good. Cody has his first point of the night. He's the third player to score for North Clay in a 5-5 ball game. Zimdars takes a few drills, puts this one up. It's good. So he hits the pair, and North Clay now leads 6-5. 2 minutes gone in the first quarter. Melville fires it ahead to McManaway. He's on the right wing extended. Gets it out top to Johnson. Over to Powell. Powell had the pass just slip right through his hands. Looked like he was looking at the defense before he actually secured the ball.
Yeah, it took his eye off for a second and just went right through the mitts for Altamont's first turnover.
5:50 on the clock in the first quarter as North Clay sets the offense. Zimdars to Griffey on the left wing. Out top to Byers. Byers makes a move. He goes to the basket, matched up with Miller. Forces a shot over him, no good. Jacob Johnson, an Altamont rebound. He got it to Melville, who ran it up court. Asked for a screen, got it. Works for the top of the key three, and he buries it. Melville with 6. Altamont with a 2-point lead, 8-6. Running it up court is Atwood. He looks over to Griffey to Byers, back out top to Griffey. Griffey crosses over, gets into the lane.
Nice move.
Got the ball stripped at the last second by Melville. It's out of bounds to North Clay. But kind of a risky play there, huh?
Yeah, for a second, though, I thought that he was going to have a pretty easy bucket there. Did the hard part, but just lost the handle on the ball, thanks to the Altamont defense.
But Melville was the one challenging that.
Yeah, you're right.
And now they stop play to allow Zane Miller to retighten the shoelaces. So North Clay will inbound from under their basket. They trigger it to Walden. He hands it back to Zimdars in the corner, who circles around to the wing. Rises on a long two, no good. Altamont rips the ball away as Zane Miller grabs the rebound. Got it to Melville, who wanted to outlet it to Johnson. The pass was tipped by Walden and then hit Johnson's hands and trickles out of bounds for the Altamont turnover.
Well, at least he hit his principal in the head with the basketball.
Oh, my.
She's all right. Kind of a glancing blow. Hope her glasses are okay.
I thought she had better hands than that.
She wasn't looking.
Inbound. Up court quickly to Walden. Walden let go a left wing three. It hit the side of the rim and bounced out of bounds with nobody touching it. And Altamont will bring it back up court.
North Clay's gotten a couple of decent three-point looks, but haven't been able to knock down either one of them. Meanwhile, Cade Melville has hit a couple.
Miller comes out to set him a screen. Deep three for Melville again. And again, it's good. It's even right at the volleyball spike line, and he buried it. 11-6. Altamont has a 5-point advantage. Largest lead. Backdoor cut. Zimdars. Beautiful pass from Griffey. Zimdars takes it into the lane and puts it up and in.
That's pretty.
Manaway ran it up court, but is stopped along the sideline. Now flips it out to Melville, around to Miller, over to Powell's left side. Powell brings it back out top. Atwood's all over him. Got it in the corner to Miller. Miller in the left corner. Brings it back out top. Looks for Johnson. Altamont's got a 5-out offense working as Johnson hands it to McManaway. Then Johnson sinks in and posts up. McManaway tries to work around Walden, and Walden's called for the bump.
I mean, quite frankly, North Clay's been doing a little bit of grabbing around the perimeter there, but finally Carter Walden did something that could not escape the whistle, picks up his first team foul for the Cardinals.
And how this game is whistled will be a part of the story because, as we mentioned, North Clay just doesn't want to go too deep into their bench.
Mm-hmm.
Altamont has it in backcourt. Melville brings it across the line, leaves it with McManaway on the side. They work it to Johnson, now left wing Powell. Powell holds with Atwood right there with him. Finds Miller, top of the key three on the way. Off the heel of the rim, no good. Rebound Atwood. North Clay pushes. Atwood up the middle of the court. Finds Byers. Byers leaned in. I think he thought he was going to get some contact. He didn't. Left the shot short. Rebound Melville. Got it to McManaway, who pushes it up court. Left side layup, no good. Melville tapped it, no good. Melville grabbed the rebound, put that one up and in. So he has 11, and Altamont's up 5 again, 13-8. Working on the right side, it's Atwood. Gets it over to the wing, now to Walden. Walden bounces it for Zimdars. Pass was off target, but it made it to Atwood on the left side. He drives in, got the shot to go on the busted play. As he got fouled, it's early, but that felt kind of like it was a much-needed bucket after it looked like North Clay was going to turn it over.
And I will admit that I was already starting to write down North Clay's second turnover of the quarter when that ball got loose in the paint. Instead, Atwood comes away with it, gets the bucket. Cooper Powell picks up his first foul, Altamont's second. And, yeah, Cade Atwood with a chance to get the Cardinals back within 2.
Jacob Johnson sits for Altamont. Into the game is Parker Bell. Bell was a starter earlier this season, now comes off the bench. Free throw no good. Rebound Byers no good. And then I think Atwood got in there to tap it. I was screened, but that bucket's good. Altamont works it up court quickly to McManaway. Right side is shot underneath, no good. Rebound Bell. Bell's been hit out at the free throw line. And it was indeed Atwood who got credit for that basket on the other end. It's 13-12 with the action fast and furious.
These teams are getting after it, and there is Lane Wolf into the game, and the North Clay fans love it.
He was the starting point guard. A couple of games in, he was injured. Altamont works the inbounds in the corner. Somehow they left Cade Melville open for a three.
Yeah, maybe don't do that.
And he buries it. It's 16-12. Running it up court is Zimdars into the lane. Ball got knocked loose. It's a scramble. Finally, it's out of bounds. After North Clay had picked it up, they pass it to the sideline. Powell knocks it out of bounds, but it stays with the Cardinals.
That all starts with Zimdars trying to do a little too much there. And Altamont staying home defensively, but when it's all said and done, Cardinals do get to keep the basketball.
Atwood works it to the top of the key, lobs it inside to Griffey on the left block. He goes for a shot. Powell and McManaway both there. We'll see who Mike Bell gives the foul to.
That's what I thought. Cooper Powell picks it up, and that's a tough one for Altamont. That's 2 for him. 3 team fouls for the Indians, but Cooper may have to have a seat.
So Lucas Griffey at the line. Altamont leading 16-12. Now it's 16-13 as Griffith hits the first of 2 free throws. And back into the lineup for Altamont is Jacob Johnson, as the top defender for Altamont has a seat with Cooper Powell headed to the bench. 2:36 on the first quarter clock. The next one up by Griffey is good. The junior connects for his 4th point. And it's a 2-point game as North Clay puts on a 1-2-2 full court press. Altamont moves it up the sideline. They find Bell on the left wing. Puts the dribble down, gets into the free throw line, leaves it out top. Bell. Another deep three. It's good. He has 17 of Altamont's 19, and they're up 5 with 2:19 to play in the first quarter.
He's 5 for 5 on threes.
Zimdars eludes the defender. Puzzles up for a jumper. It's no good. Rebound underneath Fire. Shot blocked by Melville. Loose ball rebound to Wolf. They get it on the side. 3 up. No good for North Clay. Rebound Millville ahead to Miller. Miller on the right side. Waits for Millwell to cross the timeline. Back to Miller. Back to Millville. Takes the 3 to Miller again. He'll take the 3 this time from the wing. Way too strong. And the rebound to Atwood on the right side. Ahead they go to Byers. Byers to the right side. Layup good. Mason Byers loves to get out on the run as he pushes the ball to the basket. And John Niebrugge takes the timeout. With 1:41 to play in the first quarter, it's Altamont 19, North Clay 16. Back in 30 seconds on Classic Hits 97.9 XFM.
Spring registration is underway at Lakeland College. Apply today and prepare for a career or gain a new skill. Flexible schedules with in-person and online classes. Lakeland College. Education that fits your life.
VP Fire and Security wishes all the schools good luck at the tournament. Let us help keep your family safe and your business protected by providing a customized fire and security system. Play hard, stay safe.
Minute 41 to play in the first quarter. It's Altamont 19, North Clay 16. Altamont faces some 1-2-2 pressure. Couple of passes up the sideline. They get it all the way down to the baseline to Johnson. He waits for help, gets it back out to Bell. 1-2-2 look in the half court for North Clay. McManaway with it on the right side. He's used up his dribble. Got it out top to Miller. Back to McManaway. He's a few feet beyond the arc. Leaves it with Bell. Bell squares up for that 3, and it's off the mark. Rebound Johnson. Johnson works back toward the basket, but he's double-teamed. They work it around to Melville. Melville takes the 3, drives into the lane, stops, pops, jumper over 2. Good. Melville with 19 of Altamont's 21, and they're up 5 again. Byers looking for a quick answer. Drives inside. Miller cut him off. Byers stepped on the baseline, and it's a turnover, the second for North Clay. Kind of an impressive number with the tempo we see here.
Nate Lurkin comes into the game for Altamont. Zane Miller sits down. Cade Melville might have gotten himself on the all-tournament team in the first quarter of action here.
Remember, at North Clay, he almost had a double-double in the first half.
Yeah,
might have got it if he wasn't in foul trouble. Altamont works the offense around the perimeter. McManaway with it on the right side. He hands it off to Bell. Back to McManaway. He fires a right wing three. It's off the rim. No good. Rebound. Zimdar's in a crowd. Grabs it. So many Indians down there challenging him. Somebody picked up a foul. Only hope is it wasn't Melville.
That is going to be Lorkins. So that's his first. Melville avoids picking up that second personal. That's 14 fouls for the Indians, and they're going to get a late sub in there. Carson Melville going to come into the game to replace Cooper McManaway.
So Carson Melville is the sophomore brother of Cade Melville. As there's 40 seconds to play in the first quarter, Altamont shows man-to-man as Atwood's going to cross the timeline. He gets it over to Zimdars. Back across to Byers at the top of the key. Byers moves back to the right side. Now goes out top for Wolf. Lane flips it over on the wing. They got it back out top to Byers. And as he made the catch, there's a bump and a foul.
Well, Lurkins just picked up a second one, and that's just Altamont's over the limit, so that's going to let Byers go to the free throw line here.
Mason Byers with 4 points as the senior heads to the line with 22.8 seconds on the clock. He takes a dribble or two, spins it in his hand, puts the free throw up. It's good. North Clay makes a substitution as Cooper Lewis is going to check into the ball game. He replaces Lane Wolf, who again is recovering from a bad injury. They thought they had lost him for the season when they had the surgery back in November. They found it wasn't as bad as they thought. Still, he made a quick recovery to be back here at the NTC. Free throw for Byers is up and good. He hits both. He has 6, and it's 21-18 with 20 seconds to play in the first quarter. Altamont with the 3-point lead in the ball as Zane Miller's back into the ball game for Altamont. He and Melville play catch out top. Guess I got to say that's Cade Melville. As Cade now gets it across to Carson. Gives it back to Cade. 3 from the wing. A tough shot off the heel of the rim. No good. Offensive rebound. Jacob Johnson. No good. Skip in ahead of the buzzer by Parker Bell is good. As the quarter comes to a close, Altamont didn't give up on it, and Bell got the bucket right before the buzzer to push the lead back to 5, matching the largest lead of the game for either team. Altamont 23, North Clay 18. NTC action on Classic Hits 97.9 XFM.
Come see all the new and exciting Chevrolet and Toyota vehicles here at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota, South Route 45 in Effingham, or shop and buy 24/7 at danheck.com.
For over 30 years, SPS has been providing care to the surrounding area. Specializing in around-the-clock and hourly care, we focus on in-home and nursing home care. Call Mitchell or Sherry today at 217-690-3240.
Good luck to all our area teams. From Air Evac 28 of Effingham, when seconds count, we're proud to stand with our community, committed to bringing life-saving emergency critical care transport to rural Americans. Stay safe and play hard.
Close to home, come experience the difference at Sarah Bush Lincoln Pediatrics, where growing kids and peace of mind belong together. Visit sarahbush.org or call them today to schedule an appointment.
Back to action. We'll get to a lot of numbers from Dustin as we can, but Altamont triggers the inbounds to start the second quarter. They work it around to Cooper Powell, who's back into the ball game with his 2 fouls. He has it out top to Bell. By the way, Melville is out to start this second quarter. So some offense is going to have to come from somewhere else. McManaway doesn't see the defender. Atwood come from behind to knock it loose. It goes into backcourt. Atwood to the floor to save it. Got it to Byers. Back to Atwood. Atwood into the lane across to Wolf, who's back in there. Wolf drove, left it with Griffey. Griffey works to the left block. Spin move. Shot no good. Left short against Johnson. And Johnson grabs the rebound. Leaves it with Miller, who tries to push it up court. Knocking the pass out of bounds is Atwood. It'll go to Altamont along the sideline.
Altamont was 8 of 20 from the field in that first quarter. Didn't shoot a free throw. 5 of 10 on three-pointers. North Clay 6 of 15 from the field. 6 of 7 at the line. 0 for 3 on three-pointers.
19 of Altamont's 23 points are on the bench right now, with Melville catching a breather as McManaway has it in the right corner. Fires it out to Powell. Back to Miller. Miller on the left wing to Bell. Bell Looks over the defense, the zone from North Clay. He picked up his dribble and now has to hand it off to McManaway. McManaway from the left wing spins, takes it into the lane, puts up a tough runner and got it to go.
Pretty good little move for Cooper McManaway there to get his 4th points of the game.
Now North Clay, of course, runs it up court. Altamont tries to get back. North Clay looks for Atwood, who cuts down the lane. A lot of contact. He lost the handle, and Altamont comes away with it. First turnover of the quarter. They push it to McManaway. His wing 3 no good. Bell pushed off to get rebounding position, and it'll be a foul against the Indians off the missed 3 from McManaway.
Parker Bell going to grab the first personal foul of the night for himself, and Altamont first of the quarter. And Coach Nieberge says, I can't wait any longer. I'm going to have to get Cade Melville back in the game.
6:35 on the second quarter clock as he replaces, I believe Parker Bell sat down. Meanwhile, Carter Walden's back in for North Clay as well as Mason Byers gets his first break of the night. Atwood crosses the timeline, looks to Zemdar's right side, looks to Walden, who's trying to post up, and Walden is fouled from behind. That's a tough matchup for anybody that Altamont has out there, but Cooper McManaway gives up a lot of height and strength.
Cooper's first, Altamont's second of the quarter.
6:23 now on the clock as Lucas Griffey looks to inbounds for the Cardinals. Gets it on the corner to Walden. Walden matched up with Johnson this time, leaves it to Atwood. Atwood goes in the lane to Griffey. Griffey spins, gets into the lane, puts up a tough shot, and Lucas got it to go.
Degree of difficulty high on that one, but Lucas Griffey gets the finish.
Altamont with a 5-point lead in the ball. 2 minutes gone in the second quarter as McManaway bounces it out to Powell. Powell to Miller. Miller moves towards the hoop, stopped at the elbow of the free throw line, got it to Powell, got it back to Miller. He makes the same move. This time puts up a runner, no good, but an offensive rebound for Jacob Johnson. He puts it in on the right side of the bucket to give Altamont the 7-point lead again.
Jacob's got 4 offensive rebounds, 6 total.
Zemdar's with it, right side of the top of the key. Makes a pass on the side to Lane Wolf. Wolf skips it back out to Walden, around to Zemdar. Zemdar's with the lob to Griffey on the right side of the lane. Catches, comes down, goes up with the shot. He's fouled, and Griffey heads to the free throw line, looking to pull North Clay within 4.
Boy, I mean, you got to put that pass right on the money, hit a moving target in a leaping Griffey. Zemdar's put it where he needed to, and then Griffey strong enough to put up the shot while getting fouled by Cooper McManaway. Cooper's all of a sudden got a couple of personals and chance for the 3-point play for the North Clay junior here.
Griffey puts the free throw up. It's good. He has 9 for North Clay, and now Mason Byers will check in, and having a seat will be Cade Atwood. The coach, Zink, is rotating 6 players in, and Wolf is seeing a little more action than I kind of thought he would here, but that's good to know he's feeling good.
Must be feeling okay.
Altamont across the timeline, leads it with Powell on the left wing, hassled out there by Zemdars. Powell's maintained enough control to get it away to Miller. Miller out top, back to Powell, back to Miller, back to Powell. Left side of the top of the key extended. They're playing catch, and now Cade Melville comes to get it. Melville looks a little confused as he hears some instructions from Coach Nieberge. They get a high post to Lurkins, back to Miller. Miller on the right wing, spins, goes to Melville top of the key, over to Powell. Now to Lurkin at the high post. Lurkins gets into the lane, got a shot away. It did go, but they said he traveled to get that scoop shot up, and it goes over to North Clay after Altamont's second turnover.
I credit Lurkins for being aggressive in there, but they saw a little something there.
Half the gym agreed, half didn't. Shocking. 4:44 on the second quarter clock as Wolf sets it up, gets it to Byers top of the key, around to Zemdar's left wing. He drives to the baseline, cut off by Powell. He flips it in the lane to Griffey. Griffey works across the lane, gets to the right side, and Lucas Griffey lays it up and in. Tough move, but he pulls North Clay within 2.
He's got 7 in this quarter, 11 in the game.
Powell's the wing 3 is going to be too strong. Melville, weak side rebound, found Lurkins in the lane. Lurkins leans in, draws some contact, and he's fouled on the shot attempt. Credit Melville for reading that rebound and getting that ball saved to a teammate.
I mean, Cade got 5 rebounds, 2 of 3 on the offensive glass. Altamont's done a pretty good job on the offensive rebounding. Mason Byers picks up his first foul of the game and North Clay's first of the period. They've only been whistled for 2 fouls all evening long.
Lurkin's first free throw is left short as the sophomore couldn't connect. He'll have another opportunity. Parker Bell's going to come in, and checking out will be Jacob Johnson for Altamont. 27-25. Altamont led by 7. North Clay has scored 5 straight to chop into the lead. Lurkin's next free throw is off the mark, and the rebound to Carter Walden. Got it to Wolf, pushes it to Griffey. Griffey on the left side, back to Wolf, back to Griffey. Griffey steps to the baseline, rises on a jumper. He ties it up at 27 with his 13th point of the night.
He is looking like Cade Melville looked in the first quarter.
Altamont working it around the perimeter. They've got it with Powell. Powell's double teamed along the sideline. Ball got knocked away. Tried to get it to Miller. It's knocked back to Powell. Now to Lurkin on the baseline. Jump stop at the post, but kicks it back out. Powell has it left wing on the block again. Lurkin spins to the basket, leans in. Wow, shot up and good. 8 Lurkin's first 2 points of the game gives Altamont the lead back, 29-17. Wolf catches on the wing, drives into the lane, sends it out to Griffey. Griffey tries to make a pass out top to Byers. Lurkins wanted to knock it away, but got a part of Griffey. And there's another Altamont personal.
Well, Nate's been a pretty good spark plug for Altamont off the bench, but that's 3 fouls for him, and that means that he's going to have a seat.
No, it's Carson Melville coming in for Cooper Powell.
Interesting.
They leave Lurkins out there for the time being.
No.
But now the bench realizes what Dustin knew with 3 fouls for Lurkins, and they send Jacob Johnson back onto the court. 3:32 on the clock as the inbound goes in the corner to Walden. Long 2 from the left side is good. Carter Walden knocks it down. That's his first 2 points of the game, tying it at 29. Miller out top with Melville. They play catch. Miller has it again. They work at the bell. Wanted to get his baseline to Johnson, but Walden kicked it into the stands. It'll be Altamont ball to inbounds, and the officials talk, and it'll be on the baseline. 3:16 to play in the second quarter. Altamont lobs it out to Melville. Melville fires it across the bell. Now to Carson Melville, right side. Sophomore holds, leaves it with Miller. Miller moves towards the arc. Back to Carson Melville. Right wing 3 off the rim, no good. As the rebound's grabbed by Griffey. Outlet to Atwood. His pass up court to Byers, knocked away by Miller. Picked up by Altamont. They get it to Cade Melville. He swings into the lane. Spinning shot, no good. Offensive rebound, Miller. He goes for the reverse layup underneath. It's missed. This rebound's tied up. Possession arrow gives it to North Clay.
Well, things haven't quite gone as smoothly for Altamont offensively this quarter, and North Clay's missed exactly 1 field goal attempt, and Cardinals have a chance now to take the lead here in a tie ball game.
They led by 4 early in the first quarter. Altamont's led ever since this game until it got tied. Altamont shows a 1-3-1 look defensively as Atwood works it with Wolf, who came in for Walden, who has a seat. They get it to Zimdars. Now to Atwood. He's on the left side of the top of the key. Looks in the lane for Griffey. And, boy, right as Griffey got that catch in the lane, Coach Zink was asking for a timeout. I think if he'd have waited a half a second, he wouldn't have took that 30-second break. But with 2:29 on the second quarter clock, it's 29-29. We'll be back to Altamont in 30 seconds on Classic Hits 97.9 XFM.
Since 1937, Geckner Brothers has been proud to support local and area teams, and that continues with this year's NTC tournament. Best of Success area teams from the family at Geckner Brothers.
Life's little moments just got sweeter with cashback checking from Washington Savings Bank. Earn cash back on everyday debit card purchases because treating yourself or your loved ones should be easy.
We thought this might be a fun one. I think we've been treated to a good one. 29-29 with 2:29 to play in the second quarter. North Clay took the timeout. They'll inbound to the baseline. They flip it out to Griffey, who reached up for it, didn't touch it, allows it to go in the backcourt before he corrals it.
Pretty heads-up stuff from Griffey there.
He got it to Byers. Byers hands it off in the center circle to Atwood. They set up a 1-4 high. They go to Zimdars on the right wing. Zimdars fires it out to Byers. He goes on the wing to Atwood. Wants to lob it underneath. Found Griffey on the weak side. Muscles up for a shot. It's no good as it was blocked. Rebound picked up by Zimdars. His shot blocked again by Melville, who grabs the rebound. Gets it ahead to Bell. Open 3. No good from the left side of the top of the key. And the rebound to Zimdars. To Atwood on the run. Atwood stops at the free throw line. Tried to get it underneath to Griffey. Knocking it out of bounds is Carson Melville. And It's ruled off of the Indians. Griffey was down there underneath, and Altamont thought it might have hit off of him while he was out of bounds, but no dice for the Indians. Cardinals look to get the ball inbound. They find Wolf on the wing. Lang brings it back out top. Altamont's in the man-to-man. Minute 45 on the clock as they work it right side to Byers. Zemdar's on the wing. Out top to Griffey. Now to Byers. Left side of the key, top of the key three. No good. Melville taps the rebound to himself, and Cade has it for Altamont. Still tied at 29. The offense is stalled for both of these teams here in the last couple of minutes. Melville walks it across the timeline. They get it to Carson Melville. Baseline to Johnson. Johnson back on the wing to Carson Melville. Open for a three. He left it off the mark. Altamont fights each other for the rebound, but eventually Zane Miller tracks it down in the corner. They get it to Bell. Out to Cade Melville. Top of the key three, no good. Rebound, Zane Miller has it. Puts it up and in as he's fouled. Altamont's second chance opportunities are really giving them an advantage in this contest.
They got 12 offensive rebounds in the game already. In fact, they got more offensive rebounds than they got defensive rebounds. That time, Zane Miller able to cash that one in, get himself to the free throw line as Cody Zemdars picks up his first foul tonight. North plays second of the quarter.
So Zane Miller's first 2 points of the ball game give Altamont a 2-point lead, and now it's a 3-point lead as he connects from the free throw line as well. With a minute 5 on the clock, Zemdars brings it across the timeline for the Cardinals, trailing 32-29. He makes a quick move to the right side, spins into the lane. Turnaround jumper is good for Zemdars. He has 6 on a tough move, making it 32-31.
Quick, hard spin, but he never loses track of where he is in relation to the basket. I just can't imagine how it's that easy, but he makes it look pretty simple.
Millville has it knocked loose from behind by Lane Wolf, grabbed by Atwood, and as Atwood headed up court, he was fouled. So it should be free throws for North Clay with an opportunity for them to take the lead for the first time here in the second quarter.
And that's also 2 for Parker Bell. That's worth keeping an eye on. He's got 2. Cooper Powell's has got 2. Cooper McManaway's got a couple. But Altamont's gone over the limit in each of the first 2 quarters, and Atwood with a chance for a couple of free throws.
Puts the first one up and in. He has 5. Blake Berg checks into the ball game. He gives Bell a breather here for the final 39.3 seconds with his 2 fouls. Game is tied at 32. Next one for Atwood, nothing but net. He has 6, and North Clay has a lead of 1 here for the first time in the second quarter. It's 33-32. Cardinals have the advantage. Altamont walks it up court. The Melville brothers play catch as Carson has it on the right wing. Now gets it back out to Cade. North Clay's in a 1-2-2 zone. Altamont's forcing them to come out and get them. They'll hold for the last shot. As now North Clay does extend the defense. Altamont continues to swing it around the perimeter. Now Zane Miller involved. Back out top to Cade Melville. 10 seconds on the clock. He's going to start it. Takes it over to the right wing. Gets the screen. Loads up for a 3. It's good. Cade Melville connects. He has 22 as the shot from three-quarter court from Cade Atwood hit the backboard. It appeared to be online, but it was a little too strong as the teams head to the locker room. Behind 22 first-half points and a 3 at the end of this second quarter from Cade Melville, Altamont leads 35-33 as the teams head into the locker room here in this final quarterfinal matchup of the 4 and 5 seeds. It's Altamont 35, North Clay 33. We'll take a 2-minute break, come back with stats from Dustin, maybe check a score or 2 from around the area, all on the Compass Advisory Group halftime show here on Classic Hits 97.9 XFM.
Get ready for tournament time. T-Topolis State Bank is proud to support local basketball and our hometown teams. With convenient locations in Effingham, T-Topolis, and Sigel, we're cheering with you every step of the way. T-Topolis State Bank, equal housing lender and member FDIC. Good luck, teams.
Cold outside? At McMahon Meats, we have a convenient drive-up window so you can stay in your warm car while we do the shopping. Call ahead at 217-813-6054. Good luck, area teams, in the tournament.
Hi, this is Kathy from Barlow Lock and Security. Secure your home or business with a customized system from us. Good luck, area teams, in the tournament.
The attorneys and staff of Taylor Law Offices welcome the teams and players to the National Trail Conference Boys Basketball Tournament. Taylor Law Offices hopes that everyone enjoys the competition.
Every pass, every play, every moment. Powered by speed you can trust. American Fiber Network, your local internet service provider. Proudly supporting area schools and wishing all the teams the best of luck this week. Call them today, 217-367-1578.
While the action heats up on the court, take a charge against pests driving into your home. Arab Termite and Pest Control keeps the defense up to protect your investment from any unwanted pests all season long. See a bug? Call Arab. Protecting your home is always a slam dunk.
Thanks for watching the NTC Tournament. Provided by Premier Broadcasting, 97.9 XFM and KJ Country 102.3.
Diedrich Bank is proud to be a sponsor of the NTC Tournament. Good luck to all of our area teams. Diedrich Bank, live for today, bank for tomorrow, member FDIC.
Tom Henderson State Farm Insurance helps people manage the risk of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and help you realize your dreams. Contact Tom Henderson today.
And protect their wealth. Call Kirk Strohmeyer at 217-347-9697. Securities and investment advisory services offered through Osaic Wealth Incorporated. Member FINRA SIPC.
Altamont's the place to be for National Trail Conference boys basketball action this week, as it's a fun one here in the nightcap. The final quarterfinal of the 90th Annual National Trail Conference Tournament is a doozy. Altamont leads 35-33 at the half. Dustin's been working on the numbers. Let's send it over to Mr. White.
Yeah, Altamont shooting 38.2% from the field in the first half, 13 of 34 from the field. Altamont was 1 for 3 on his free throws and 6 of 17, 35.3% from three-point range. North Clay, 48% even from the field, 12 out of 25 shooting the basketball. The Cardinals, 9 of 10 at the free throw line. That's 90%, of course, and they have not made a three-pointer yet, 0 for 4 from beyond the arc. Rebounding favors Altamont 20-14, and you could attribute almost all of that to their work on the offensive glass, as they've got a dozen offensive rebounds to 5 for North Clay. Turnovers haven't been a big part of the story despite the up-tempo pace of the game. 5 Altamont turnovers to 4 for North Clay. Individually for the Indians, Cade Melville, 22 points, all but 3 of them coming in the first quarter. He's 8 of 12 from the field. He's made 6 of 8 three-pointers, and he's got 7 rebounds with 3 blocked shots and an assist. 3 points for Zane Miller on 1 of 5 shooting. He's missed a couple of three-pointers. He's also gone 1 for 1 at the free throw line with 4 rebounds. Cooper McManaway, 4 points on 2 of 7 shooting. He's gone 0 for 2 from three-point range. And then 2 points for Jacob Johnson, 1 of 3 from the field. He's got 6 rebounds, 4 of them on the offensive glass. Cooper Powell hasn't scored yet. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. Carson Melville 0 for 2 from the floor. Both of those were three-pointers. Nate Lurkins 1 for 1 from the field, 0 for 2 at the line for his 2 points, while Parker Bell is 1 for 3 from the field, 0 for 2 from three-point range with 2 rebounds. Blake Berg also saw a little bit of action in that first half. He did not have a chance to attempt a shot, as Altamont went 9 deep in the first 2 quarters of play. For North Clay, Lucas Griffey scored 10 of his 13 in the second quarter. He leads the way for the Cardinals, 5 of 7 from the field, 3 of 3 at the free throw line. He's got a rebound and an assist. 6 points each for Cade Atwood, Cody Zimdars, and Mason Byers. Atwood is 2 for 2 from the field, 2 out of 3 at the line with 3 rebounds. Zimdars is 2 for 7 from the field, 0 for 2 on his three-pointers, and 2 out of 2 at the line, 4 rebounds, 2 assists for him. Then Mason Byers, 2 out of 7 from the field, missed the only 3 he took, and had a 2 for 2 trip to the line to go with 2 rebounds. So 6 points for all 3 of those guys. Carter Walton, 1 for 2 from the field for his 2 points. Missed the only three-pointer he took to go with a rebound. Cooper Lewis and Lane Wolf, they have both played. Neither one attempted a shot for North Clay. They went 7 deep in the first half. Altamont with quarters of 23 and 12 for its 35 points, while North Clay had quarters of 18 and 15 for its 33. It is a 2-point Altamont lead, 35-33 at halftime. We'll go ahead and take a break, but when we come back, we will get you set for the second half between the 4 and 5 seeds as Altamont leads North Clay by 2 here on 97.9 XFM.
Whether you're in the market to purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle, Northside Ford on North Color Drive in Effingham will find a vehicle that works for you. Check out Northside Ford's selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs today. It's NTC Tourney Week, and Tingley Insurance in downtown Effingham wishes players fast breaks, jump shots, and lots of rebounds. Tingley Insurance, a proud supporter of high school basketball.
Spring registration is underway at Lakeland College. Apply today and prepare for a career or gain a new skill. Flexible schedules with in-person and online classes. Lakeland College. Education that fits your life.
VP Fire and Security wishes all the schools good luck at the tournament. Let us help keep your family safe and your business protected by providing a customized fire and security system. Play hard, stay safe.
Hi, this is John Wright, fourth generation owner from Wright's Furniture and Flooring here in Dietrich.
And I'm Alex Wright.
Come see all the new and exciting Chevrolet and Toyota vehicles here at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota, South Route 45 in Effingham, or shop and buy 24/7 at danheck.com.
For over 30 years, SPS
Illini Conference Tournament, no score with Lawrenceville, Marshall, or Casey Westfield, Mount Carmel. We'll hopefully have something for you by the end of this game. In girls basketball action, Neoga defeated Cowden Herrick Beecher City by a score of 56-44. And in boys basketball for junior high in Class 8 1A, Effingham Sacred Heart Regional, it was Effingham Sacred Heart defeating Siegel St. Michael 36-26. In Class 8 2A Stewarts and Strasburg Regional, Stu Straws defeated St. Anthony. Close game 38-37 for that championship. And in the championship of the Effingham Regional in 8 4A play, in game number 5, the championship game, Stephen Decatur defeated Mount Zion by a score of 62-34. And right now in the halftime segment of the game, Altamont and North Clay. Altamont is leading North Clay 35-33, and let's send it back out to Altamont for more action in this game.
Thank you very much, Gail, as both teams are around their coach getting some final instructions with the second half coming into play, and what a first half offensively, really first quarter for Cade Melville.
Yeah.
19 of his 22 came in that first quarter, and Altamont's started to get more people involved in the offense. I think you're going to have to see more of that if they want to hang with North Clay, and North Clay does trail by 2, so it's been everything we thought it would be.
You want to get more people involved, but by the same token, not many of them were knocking down a lot of the shots there, but listen, they were the open ones, and that stands to reason because I'm sure Melville got paid a little extra attention in that second quarter after honestly being a little too open sometimes for some of those shots. We will wait and see which adjustments both teams make, but I don't know. I have no idea who's going to win this one. Really don't have any strong feelings about it. What a great first half they just played.
Carter Walden's minutes have been limited tonight for North Clay, as he will start on the bench with Lane Wolf getting the call to action to start the second half. Lane seeing his first action since early in the season. It's Altamont ball to start the second half. They work a set play. They got McManaway, an open look right at the basket, but he couldn't finish. Jacob Johnson, though, grabbed the offensive rebound, allowing another opportunity for Altamont. And out on the perimeter, a foul is committed against the Cardinals.
Well, just add another offensive rebound to Jacob Johnson's total, and then Cade Atwood picks up his first foul of the game in the ensuing part of the possession, so Altamont will get to keep it here.
So Altamont triggers it to Cade Melville in backcourt to Cooper McManaway, right wing. He takes it towards the corner, now brings it back out to Melville, over to Miller. Miller on the left side to Melville, top of the key to McManaway, right wing three. He buries it. Cooper McManaway has 7. Altamont has the 5-point lead, 38-33.
That's the first three-pointer somebody besides Cade Melville has knocked down tonight for the Indians.
Lane Wolf with it on the perimeter, gets it out top to Atwood. His man went for the steal. Atwood found Byers. He drives to the bucket, left the shot short as Miller was there to challenge. Rebound Melville. Baseball pass ahead to McManaway, and McManaway leaned in, and he's called for the offensive foul as he took it to the bucket. I think it was Griffey that was back there that drew it for the Cardinals.
Yeah, Griffey does take the charge, and that's 3 fouls for Cooper McManaway. So a turnover and a foul all in one fell swoop. He's going to stay out there with the 3 fouls for the time being.
So a minute into the second half of action. Atwood brings it across the timeline, takes it to the left wing against Altamont's man-to-man. They get it out top to Byers. Byers to Wolf. Wolf's on the right wing. He'll circle it back out towards the top. Directs a little traffic. Now has picked up his dribble. Needs somewhere to go with it. And Griffey to the rescue on the wing. Tries to take it to the baseline. And as he starts to make a move, a travel is whistled against the Cardinals.
Well, 1 turnover each.
38-33 the score as Carter Walden's going to check in for North Clay. He'll be replaced by, or he will be replacing Mason Byers, I should say. Mike Bell says, let's inbound from the sideline. So Zane Miller bounces it to Cade Melville. He'll walk it towards the timeline where North Clay will pick up defensively. Looks like man-to-man this trip for the Cardinals.
They've shown some different looks, haven't they?
Melville gets his pocket picked as Zimdars takes it away for the second Altamont turnover in the second half. Zimdars got it to Griffey. Now back to Zimdars. Crosses the timeline, sets up against Altamont's man-to-man. Finds Carter Walden for a right wing 3. It's no good. Rebound fought for, and finally a foul is called as Melville was tipping it and finally was going to control it. And then Lane Wolf knifed through there, and I believe he's called for the bump.
First foul for Lane, second for the Cardinals. Yeah, just trying to, just slightly too aggressive for Lane there, but boy, it's got to feel good for him to be out there playing. I cannot imagine what's going through his mind right now, finally getting a chance to participate.
And it comes in the NTC tournament in a huge matchup. 6 minutes on the clock. Altamont works it around the perimeter against the 1-2-2 look this time from North Clay as they continue to switch the defenses. McManaway again with it on the right wing. Out top to Melville. High post to Powell. Over left side to Miller. Miller tried to get to the baseline. Was cut off by Atwood. Out to Powell. Out to Melville. Top of the key 3 is left short. Rebound Atwood. Up ahead to Wolf. Now to Griffey. Griffey on the left baseline. Moves to the basket. And Melville blocks another shot. And it's out of bounds to North Clay.
4th block shot for Cade Melville tonight to go with everything else he's done. 22 points, 8 rebounds.
Inbounds from Atwood out to Walden, out top to Griffey. Griffey to Wolf, now to the cutter Zimdars. Got a step inside, missed the layup on the right side. Can't believe he missed the point-blank shot. The rebound to Altamont's Cade Melville. Ahead to McManaway, back to Melville, back to McManaway, right wing. He holds, takes one dribble towards the corner. Wolf falls down at his feet. McManaway does get the ball away to Melville, out top to Miller. To Melville, high post, they go to Powell. Powell backs it out and hands it to Melville again.
Yeah, I'm not sure they know exactly how they want to attack this right now. A little bit of confusion for Altamont offensively.
Now Powell goes out top to handle the ball. They put Melville at the high post. He goes to McManaway, though, on the right wing. Back to Powell, over to Miller. Zane fires the left wing 3. It rims out, no good. Zimdars in a crowd grabs the North Clay rebound, leaves it with Walden. Walden gets it up court to Atwood. Atwood shakes, now goes to the right side, flips up a runner, and it's no good. Another shot in close for North Clay, won't go. Altamont the rebound, they push it up court, they got it to McManaway. Left wing 3 this time, Super buries that. He has 10, Altamont's up 8. It's the largest lead of the night, 41-33 with 4:28 to play in the third quarter. North Clay takes the timeout. It's a 60-second break. We'll be back to the NTC tournament on 97.9 XFM.
For over 30 years, SPS has been providing care to the surrounding area. Specializing in around-the-clock and hourly care, we focus on in-home and nursing home care. Call Mitchell or Sherry today at 217-690-3240.
Good luck to all our area teams. From Air Evac 28 of Effingham, when seconds count, we're proud to stand with our community, committed to bringing life-saving emergency critical care transport to rural Americans. Stay safe and play hard.
Since 1937, Geckner Brothers has been proud to support local and area teams, and that continues with this year's NTC tournament. Best of Success area teams from the family at Geckner Brothers.
Life's little moments just got sweeter with cashback checking from Washington Savings Bank. Earn cash back on everyday debit card purchases because treating yourself or your loved ones should be easy.
.428 on the clock here in the third quarter. Altamont's taking the biggest lead of the game for either club, 41-33.
Yeah, Coach Josh Zink for North Clay took the timeout, kind of sensing that this is crunch time for his Cardinals.
They get it out top to Zimtars, the all-time leading scorer for North Clay, scores again as they work a set play to get Zimtars a three, and he buried it.
Well, that's probably who I would run it for, too.
Altamont has it with Parker Bell. He's on the left wing for the Indians, brings it out top, now takes it back to the left side, hands it off to Miller. Miller got a step around Walden, penetrated the lane, left it with Powell's in the corner to McManaway. Double teams coming at him. McManaway got it away to Powell's on the baseline. Powell didn't even look at the basket. Still doesn't. He's open if he turns that way. And I think John Niebrugge's saying, hey, I know you're not out there to score necessarily, but you can. He got it safely, though, to a teammate. And Altamont resets the offense. Miller over to Bell. Bell out top to Melville, who hands it to McManaway. Fakes the deep three, now tries to drive on Griffey, gets into the lane, draws a foul, got the shot to go as he was fouled. Cooper McManaway is stepping up here in the second half.
Well, yeah.
He has 12 and has extended the Altamont advantage.
He's got all 8 of Altamont's points in this second half. Now he's going to go for the old-fashioned three-point play. He's already hit a couple of triples and got the foul on Griffey there. Griffey's first and North Clay's third of the period.
3:29 on the third quarter clock as the free throw is up and good for the sophomore from Altamont. He has 13, and the lead is again 8, 44-36. Atwood crosses the timeline. Got it on the side to Byers. Byers looks into the post. It's Zimdars posting up on Powell. Works into the lane, got the shot up and in.
Zimdars might be deciding it's time to put this thing on his shoulders.
44-38 the score with 3:10 on the third quarter clock as Altamont has it with Powell's left wing. They leave him open. They dare him to shoot it. He obliges, and he buries it.
Remember that he wouldn't take the shot a moment ago. Now he hits the three-pointer.
Now Byers has it as they ran it up court to the baseline. He looks for Zimdars in the lane, put up a shot in a crowd. It got blocked up top, but I think the foul came on the way up, and Zimdars earns a trip to the line.
Yeah, I mean, if you're only watching the basketball, that's, obviously pretty clean looking, but there was a lot going on there in the paint after Zimdars, kind of a tough catch, really. Melville picks up a second foul, second one of the quarter for Altamont.
Free throw up for Zimdars is good. He has 12 now in the ball game as Cooper McManaway catches a break, and so does Cooper Powell with Nate Lurkins coming into the lineup and Jacob Johnson returning for Altamont. 47-39 the score. Cody Zimdars at the line, trying to get North Clay closer, and he does as he hit both free throws. He has 13 now in the ball game. It's a 7-point contest. Altamont with the ball in the lead with 2:50 on the third quarter clock in this 4-5 matchup of the NTC tournament. Altamont looks over a 1-2-2 zone this time. They get it to Miller on the wing. He drives to the free throw line, looks to Bell in the corner, fakes the three, has the defender fly by, a dribble, a reset, takes the three, it's no good. Melville, an offensive rebound, flipped it underneath the basket to Johnson. Johnson's fouled as he put the shot up. It didn't go, but Jacob Johnson goes to the free throw line as Melville probably got into double digits with that board.
Listen, if Altamont ends up winning a game tonight by single digits, it's going to be completely because of the offensive rebounding. They have been superlative on the offensive boards, and they get another second chance here. Johnson makes the first of 2 free throws off of Griffey's second foul.
So Johnson knocks down the free throw for his third point, pushes the lead back to 8. 2:30 exactly on the third quarter clock. Free throw on the way. Looks good, and it is. Johnson has 4. Makes it 49-40. Zimdars brings it up in a hurry. Spins on the baseline. Tried to pass out. Melville knocked it loose.
Yeah.
He dove for the ball and tripped up Atwood, who was coming to get it. And they're going to whistle a push against Melville.
That's a tough one to pick up, but, you know, I don't know that I can find a lot of fault in the call. I don't know. What do you think?
They're hustling for a loose ball on the perimeter. I could have seen it be a no call, but there was contact preventing Atwood from getting to it as well. So I would have been fine with a no call too, but it is a big foul as Melville heads to the bench as Altamont sends Cooper Powell's back in, I do believe.
Yeah, Cade's got 3, so obviously he would have rather seen it go the other way.
Get pass to Walden. Corner 3 off the front of the rim, no good. Weak side rebound tracked down by Miller. He's double teamed, but he spins out of it when they went for the steal. He brings it up the left side, waits for Powell's now, back towards the timeline, again to Miller left wing. Miller handling out on the perimeter. Atwood went for the steal. Miller tracked it back down at the timeline as it was knocked loose. Now he got it to Powell's, back to Miller. Miller to the right side. Boy, no McMahon away, no Melville. Someone else is going to have to score. Will it be Parker Bell? He loads up a 3 from the right side after being handed the ball by Miller. Rebound is to Walden as that shot came up short. Northcliffe pushes it up court. They find Atwood, left side of the top of the key 3, no good. Look at Lucas Griffey fly in. He grabs an offensive rebound. He puts it up and in. It's 49-42.
They needed that badly.
Minute 21 on the clock as Lurkins cuts down the lane. Now dumps it underneath to Johnson. Johnson puts it up and in.
Boy, Lurkins has done some nice things tonight.
51-42. Griffey with it. Looks to Zimdar's right side. Bumped on the perimeter by Powell. There's a reach and a foul. And with 1:06 to play in the third quarter, it'll be North play ball to inbounds from the sideline.
3 for Powell, 4 for the Indians this quarter. 66 seconds left in the third period. North play will be in the bonus for them as you're going to see Hayden Bridges get into the game for Altamont for the first time, and he's going to replace Zane Miller in the lineup.
Now Carson Melville jumps off the bench as well, replacing his cousin, Cooper Powell.
Cooper's got those 3 fouls like we mentioned.
So certainly a different look to the lineup for Altamont with a minute 6 on the clock, but they lead by 9. North plays Atwood. Takes the inbound, flips it back to Zimdars, way out on the right wing. Back to Atwood again. Now they work it over to Walden. Wing 3 from the left side, no good. Rebound, nothing but Indians there. Finally, they control it, and it's secured by Bell. He leaves it with Carson Melville, who runs it up court. Altamont's going to take a 30-second timeout. So we'll take one as well. 47.6 seconds to play in the third quarter. Altamont leads 51-42 here from the NTC tournament on Classic Hits 97.9 XFM.
Get ready for tournament time. Teutopolis State Bank is proud to support local basketball and our hometown teams. With convenient locations in Effingham, Teutopolis, and Sigel, we're cheering with you every step of the way. Teutopolis State Bank, equal housing lender and member FDIC. Good luck, teams.
Cold outside? At McMahon Meats, we have a convenient drive-up window so you can stay in your warm car while we do the shopping. Call ahead at 217-813-6054. Good luck, area teams, in the tournament.
Altamont called the 30-second timeout to make some substitutions. Essentially, they put their starters back out there with 47.6 seconds to play in the third quarter.
Yeah, big momentum boost on top of how well this third quarter's already gone for them to go up by double digits. Would that be for the first time if they were able to do that?
Yes, it would.
Right at the end of the third quarter.
Altamont looks over the defense for North Clay as, dangerous pass from Miller. Made it to Powell's along the sideline. He waits. Now Griffey comes to get him. 33 seconds on the clock. Powell's eludes the defense. Works it to McManaway. Fakes a 3. Fakes it again. I think Altamont's holding for the last shot.
Yeah, because you could have taken that one.
He could have.
Got a North Clay player off the seat. I will say he was a little off balance there.
But now with 18 seconds left, Melville to Miller. Miller to the left baseline. Circles back out top. Looks to McManaway. McManaway hands it off to Melville, who taps the top of the head to signify the play. Here comes a screen from Johnson. Dribble got away from Melville a little bit. Got it under control for a top of the key 3, no good. Rebound tapped all the way out to Zane Miller. He fires the top of the key 3. It's no good at the buzzer as the third quarter comes to a close. It's Altamont 51 and North Clay 42. We'll be back for the final quarter of the quarterfinal round of the NTC tournament on Classic Hits 97.9 XFM.
It's game night.
Hi, this is Kathy from Barlow Lock and Security. Secure your home or business with a customized system from us. Good luck, area teams, in the tournament.
The attorneys and staff of Taylor Law Offices welcome the teams and players to the National Trail Conference Boys Basketball Tournament. Taylor Law Offices hopes that everyone enjoys the competition.
Every pass, every play, every moment. Powered by speed you can trust. American Fiber Network, your local internet service provider. Proudly supporting area schools and wishing all the teams the best of luck this week. Call them today, 217-367-1578.
While the action heats up on the court, take a charge against pests driving into your home. Arab Termite and Pest Control keeps the defense up to protect your investment from any unwanted pests all season long. See a bug? Call Arab. Protecting your home is always a slam dunk.
51-42, Altamont leads North Clay by 9. Dustin has your third quarter stat.
Altamont 5 of 12 from the field, 3 out of 3 at the line, 3 for 9 on its threes. North Clay 3 of 11 from the field, 2 for 2 at the line, 1 for 5 on its threes. 2 Altamont turnovers to 1 for North Clay. Altamont out-rebounded at North Clay 9-5, and Cody Zimdars tries an early 3 in this fourth quarter.
He misses, but the offensive rebound for Griffey, his putback is no good, and he's fouled. And with 7:46 to play in the fourth quarter, this is a big call.
Well, Cade Melville picks it up. It is. Obviously, the offense runs through Cade Melville. But he's got 22 points, only 3 of them since the first quarter. So they haven't necessarily been leaning on him offensively, but the threat of having him out there is certainly what gives you some openings for some other guys as Griffey makes the first of the 2 free throws.
Bell comes in to replace Melville, so Parker back in the ball game for Altamont. As Griffey took a page out of Altamont's book with the offensive rebound and the putback. He was fouled on it, and now he goes 1 of 2 at the line as Zane Miller grabs the rebound. So Lucas Griffey with 16 to lead North Clay, pulls them within 8, 51-43. McManaway handles, bounces it out top for Johnson, who hands it off to Powell. Powell works across the top of the key to the right side, now flips it back to the left side to Miller. Miller handling it out top, gets it to McManaway. Altamont's more than content to run some time off the clock.
Shorten this game up.
They have it with Powell's now. Powell's back to McManaway, right side. Looks inside, nothing doing. Puts the dribble down and brings it back out top. North Clay in a zone defensively.
Yeah, they're going to have to start playing some man here at some point.
I think they just switched out of it. But Carter Walden's forced to pick up McManaway. McManaway's got some quickness on him, gets around him, gets into the lane. Sweeps in for a layup on the right side. It's scooped up, no good. Johnson kept it alive. Bell grabs the rebound, got it to Miller. His wing 3 from the left side is missed. This rebound, Zimdars. He gets it ahead to Griffey. Griffey up court quickly to Atwood, who left it with Byers under the basket, and Byers lays it up and in. It's 51-45. Altamont pushes it up court. North Clay's back. So with 6:35 on the fourth quarter clock, Altamont slows down and gets it out top to Miller. Zane takes it to the right side, hands it to McManaway. McManaway brings it out top, now works around a little screen, gets into the lane, drives to the layup. This one's good. Cooper McManaway with 15 makes it 53-45, back to the 8-point edge for Altamont. Griffey quickly up court, ahead in the corner to Byers. Byers drives the baseline, passes up an opportunity inside to send it to Zimdars for a 3. It's no good. Rebound loose on the floor, ripped away by Bell. He took that from Byers, who, to Byers' credit, was falling down. But still, Altamont got the board.
No small task to out-muscle Byers. Now the ball's loose in the backcourt as Atwood knocks it free for a moment, but Parker Bell able to recover.
He got it ahead to Miller. Miller goes on the attack, drives in the lane, got it to Powell, fakes the 3, steps around a defender, pulls up for a 12-footer. It's no good. Johnson, an offensive rebound. His putback is missed as it was too strong, and the weak side rebound to Byers, to Atwood. Atwood brought it up court, but he got it under the basket, lost the handle. It's saved in by Zimdars, who flipped it to Atwood, and then Atwood was fouled underneath there. And with 5:31 to play in the fourth quarter, it'll be North Clay inbounding from under the basket.
Listen, I glanced down on my score sheet to write something real quick, and I look up, and there's 4 bodies on the floor here along the baseline. It eventually ends with Zane Miller picking up his first foul of the game, Altamont's second of the quarter.
Nate Lurkin's in. Cooper McManaway out for Altamont. With 5:31 on the clock, Atwood triggers the inbounds to Walden. He tries to take it to the basket. Ball got knocked loose. Walden goes back up and get it. He now puts it up and in on the left side as Walden was just determined to get that one to the basket.
I don't feel like he's been himself tonight for whatever reason, but that was a lot of strength there to stick with that and get this first bucket of the half.
Miller works on Byers. Tried to get around him, sends it in the corner to Lurkin. Lurkin drove the baseline, skipped it over to Powell. Powell's worked into the lane, needs some help, got it to Lurkin. Lurkin spins into the paint, forces his way through two, and Nate Lurkin's got that shot up and in.
Boy, I don't know how he managed not to travel, but he didn't and got the points.
Now Walden from the left wing drives in, got to the basket, flips it up, and it's good. Carter Walden trying to come to life here in the fourth quarter. 4:45 on the clock as Bell has it on the left wing for Altamont. Griffey forces the dribble to get a little loose. Bell picks it up, sends it to Lurkin. Lurkin's got a step on his man, goes to the right side, leans in as Zimdar's coming over to help, and Lurkin's left the shot short with Zimdar's the rebound. They get it to Atwood, ahead to Walden, back to Atwood. Wing three, no good. Byers reaches up over the top of the Altamont defender to grab the weak side rebound, and he put it up and in. North plays within 4, and this is the closest they've been in a while. Bell trying to answer, drives in against Griffey, forces the action, shot short. Griffey the rebound, ahead to Zimdars. Zimdars weaves into the lane, and Miller was there, but Miller was set enough, they say, for the offensive foul. The officials checked with one another, and
Zink just got teed up.
Yeah, and I am not surprised that Zink was very frustrated with that call.
The call came in way after everything happened.
The officials were checking with one another to see if they had the same call. And the problem was Miller was kind of moving away from Zimdars when the contact was made, but Zimdars did lean in as well. Block charge is always difficult. And with 4:05 on the clock, Cade Melville's going to the free throw line. But when did he come in? Free throw is up and good.
You can't bring him in to shoot the free throws, can you?
Don't think so.
I didn't notice him back in.
I didn't notice him back in before that dead ball. But so Zimdars picks up the foul. Melville to the line, hits both free throws. He has 24. And it's 57-51. The lead from 4 now to 6. This is a big swing in this ball game.
And you can understand why Coach Zink is upset. I mean, it's just the moment, whatever you think of the call, and everybody in this gym is going to see it the way they want to see it. But I mean, it's just a huge, huge turn of events.
4 minutes on the clock. It's a 6-point game. Miller to the right side, drives inside, puts the shot up, no good. Johnson, a weak side rebound, flips it up and in. Jacob Johnson with 8. Altamont continues to assault the offensive glass. Atwood fell down, but he got it back to Walden. Walden up to Zimdars. Zimdars stripped by Melville. Melville risked it there, but didn't get called for a foul, and I don't think he bumped him. Griffey drives from the baseline, leans in, shot no good, left well short. Altamont the rebound. McManaway takes it to the hoop. His shot is blocked from behind by Zimdars, and Zimdars got him. Cooper McManaway going to the line with 3:27 to play in this hotly contested ball game.
I just got a text from Kirk Hacker. It says you can sub in to shoot a free throw on a technical. I really did not know that.
I'm glad Kurt was listening, and I'm glad Kurt passed along that message, because those were 2 big shots here. Altamont has the 8-point lead. McManaway at the line trying to add to it. Cannot do it with the first free throw. Bell checks out. Altamont running with their starters now, as it's Powell, Melville, McManaway at the line, Johnson, and Miller. Starters out there for North play as well, as this free throw is good for McManaway. He splits the pair. He has 16. Altamont leads by 9. Atwood brings it up the right side, hands it off to Byers on the wing. Back to Atwood out top. Got a step on his man, drives in, layup good. There's a whistle and a foul. And Melville was there, McManaway was there. We'll wait and see who they whistle. Shot is good, and Atwood has 8.
It's McManaway, so he's got 4. He and Melville both with 4 fouls. But that's a big shot for Atwood to hit.
So
still plenty of time left here.
Yep, 3:18 on the clock. It's 60-53, a 7-point advantage for Altamont. Atwood looking to close it to 6 at the stripe, and he does just that. He has 9, and now Josh Zink takes the timeout. It's a 6-point game, 60-54. Altamont leading North Clay in the quarterfinals of the NTC tournament on Classic Hits 97.9 XFM.
Hi, this is Kathy from Barlow Lock and Security. Secure your home or business with a customized system from us. Good luck, area teams, in the tournament.
The attorneys and staff of Taylor Law Offices welcome the teams and players to the National Trail Conference Boys Basketball Tournament. Taylor Law Offices hopes that everyone enjoys the competition.
Every pass, every play, every moment. Powered by speed you can trust. American Fiber Network, your local internet service provider. Proudly supporting area schools and wishing all the teams the best of luck this week. Call them today, 217-367-1578.
While the action heats up on the court, take a charge against pests driving into your home. Arab Termite and Pest Control keeps the defense up to protect your investment from any unwanted pests all season long. See a bug? Call Arab. Protecting your home is always a slam dunk.
Thanks for watching the NTC Tournament, provided by Premier Broadcasting, 97.9 XFM and KJ Country 102.3.
3:18 to play in the ball game. Altamont has the ball. They're going to face some pressure from North Clay as Altamont leads 60-54. It's a man-to-man. Lucas Griffey comes to get Cooper McManaway, who runs it across the timeline. Atwood's trying to deny Melville. McManaway does get it to Melville, who leaves it in the corner with Miller. Miller on the right side, brought it to the wing, now goes back to the baseline. Wanted to get it underneath to Johnson. Nobody touched it. It's out of bounds off of Altamont.
That's the first turnover of the quarter for Altamont, but boy, in the 6-point game, pretty big one. Now, if you're North Clay, you must take advantage.
North Clay pushes it up court. Johnson went for the steal, didn't get it. Walden drives into the lane, leaves it with the cutter Atwood. Atwood draws the defense and dumps it underneath from Myers on the other side. Byers lays it up and in at the bucket, and it's a 4-point contest. Altamont's McManaway, hounded by Griffey. Working the dribble out top. Now tries to go with the left hand. Got to the elbow of the free throw line. Backs into the lane. Now needs some help. Sends it out to Powell. Over to Miller. Miller comes and hands it to Melville, who came and got it. He's double-teamed along the sideline after using up a dribble. Finds Miller at the elbow of the free throw line. Drives the lane. Looks for Johnson on the block. Johnson lays it up and in on the left side. Altamont has the 6-point lead back with 2:15 to play.
Jacob Johnson's had a heck of a game tonight.
Atwood drives into the lane. Cut off by McManaway. Leaves it with Walden. Walden drives in. Shot off the glass is good. Carter Walden has his 8th point of the night. And it's 62-58 with 2 minutes to play.
And absorbed a little contact under there, but had the body control and the strength to get that shot up and in.
Manaway on the dribble, matched up with Griffey. On the right side, tried to take it to the top of the key. Byers came to help. He goes down. McManaway got it around to Miller. Miller back across, and now out top. Melville comes to get it. From the center circle, he drives in the lane, draws the defense, dumps it to Johnson. His shot is up and good as he was hit on the arm, and Jacob Johnson finishes and has a chance to go to the line to push the lead to 7 with 1:36 on the clock.
Johnson's got 12 points. He's got 9 rebounds, 7 of them offensive. He got a chance to finish the old-fashioned three-point play right here as that foul is Walden's 3rd.
So with 1:36 on the clock, 64-58 the score. Jacob Johnson at the line for Altamont. The free throw is up and good. He has 13. Altamont has a 7-point advantage again. Up quickly to Zimdars. Matched up with Powell across to Atwood. Atwood drives the lane. Scoop layup up and good.
Oh, baby.
Cade Atwood with 11. A big bucket when North Clay had to have it, trailing by 5 with 1:22 on the clock. Powell's across the timeline, hands it to McManaway. He's double-teamed, got it to Powell, back to McManaway. He does cut into lane, leaves it with Johnson. There's another layup. Johnson puts it up and in as Altamont continues to break down the North Clay defense. 7-point game. North Clay's Atwood over to Zimdars. Left side 3, no good. And a fight for the rebound. And Altamont is called for the push. It'll be North Clay ball with 1:03 on the 4th quarter clock.
Zane Miller gets that one. That's his second last common foul that Altamont has to give here in the 4th quarter.
1:03 on the clock. North Clay trails by 7. They inbound to Walden. Out top to Atwood. Drives the lane. Leaves it with Griffey. Griffey's shot inside is good. Lucas Griffey hit the shot from the left side right at the bucket. They have 18 in the game and make it a 5-point contest. North Clay takes the timeout with 56 seconds to play. It's 67-62. Altamont leads North Clay. We'll take a 30-second break and be back on Classic Hits 97.9 XFM.
Diedrich Bank is proud to be a sponsor of the NTC tournament. Good luck to all of our area teams. Diedrich Bank, live for today, bank for tomorrow, member FDIC.
Tom Henderson State Farm Insurance helps people manage the risk of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and help you realize your dreams. Contact Tom Henderson today.
(67-62) the score, as it'll be Altamont ball to bring the length of the court. They lead by 5.
Oh, boy. This isn't over yet, but North Clay's probably going to have to start fouling at a certain point.
Miller looking to get the ball inbounded, finds McManaway. He's double team, splits out of it, drives up court, looks up court, finds Johnson. Johnson catches under the basket, turns, puts the shot up and in. Long court pass, worth it for Altamont. They lead by 7. Right back at you is North Clay as Zimdars brings it up the right side after he caught the pass. Left the shot short inside. Melville has it. He's fouled with 37.8 seconds left. If Altamont continues to take care of the ball and hit free throws, they will work their way into the semifinal tomorrow night as they will take on Cumberland.
Jacob Johnson, 11 points here in the fourth quarter, 15 in the second half. But really, he's got to tip his cap to a lot of his teammates. They have found him in all sorts of different ways, and now you got Melville shooting a couple of free throws, makes the first.
Melville with 25 now in the ball game. Remember, he had 19 after the first quarter, but he, to his credit, hasn't forced the action.
No.
And let his teammates help him out, and now they're up by 8 with 37.8 seconds left. Free throw on the way for Melville is good again. He has 26. 71-62, back to the 9-point lead, matching the largest. Atwood runs it up court, finds Byers. Right corner 3, rims out, no good. Rebound tied up between Zimdars and Johnson with 28.9 seconds left. The possession arrow favors Altamont. Zane Miller looks to get the ball inbound, finds McManaway. He's double-teamed and fouled in backcourt as Altamont at this point could just hold the ball in backcourt, take the violation if they wasn't going to foul him. So McManaway will walk to the other end for a couple of free throws.
Griffey gets that one. That's 3 for him. North Clay in a situation where they've got a foul, but Zimdars has got 4, so it needs to not be him. But down 9 with under 30 seconds to go, I'm not sure it's going to matter. And if Cooper McManaway keeps making free throws, it's definitely not going to matter. Hits the first of 2.
He has 17 now in the ball game, and the lead is 10 for Altamont. That's the biggest of the night. North Clay led by a point in the third quarter, led by 4 in the first quarter. Altamont's had the lead the rest of the game. McManaway hit that free throw. He has 18, and it's 73-62. Up court quickly. Atwood hands it to Zimdars. His 3 off the mark. Rebound. Melville has it. Trying to elude the North Clay defense. Walden reaches up and fouls him. And with 17.8 seconds on the clock, this game's pretty much academic. Altamont leading by 11 and at the line.
Well, I've said to anyone who asks that Altamont, as the 4 seed, perfectly capable of winning this tournament. Mm-hmm. And if they play like this, that only reinforces the argument. They have been great tonight. Cade Melville hitting another free throw. He's 5 for 5 here in the fourth quarter. He also got his 13th rebound a moment ago. He's blocked 4 shots. He's got 3 assists. He's pretty good.
He has 28 points now as he makes them both at the line. He leads all scorers, and North Clay runs it up court. 75-62 the score. Atwood gets into the lane, puts up a runner, and somebody hit him on the arm. Atwood got the shot to fall. And with 13.4 seconds left, Altamont looks puzzled. They felt like they were all straight up.
Yeah.
But McManaway is tagged with the foul.
That's 5 for him. Yeah, on another night, in another situation, that foul call ticky-tacky enough that it might work some people up, but get into an 11-point game.
Atwood converts the 3-point play as he hits the free throw. Inbounds to Melville. They trap him, but they're not fouling. He got it away to Powell, back to Melville, ahead to Miller. They cross the timeline. That's all Altamont has to do as they pick up the 10-point victory. 75-65 over North Clay. And Altamont, the 4 seed, holds third and defeats North Clay by 10 in this 4-5 matchup. So that sets up tomorrow night's activities here at the National Trail Conference Tournament. It'll start at 5 o'clock with Cowden Herrick Beecher City taking on St. Elmo Brownstown in that 9th place game. Then a consolation semifinal matchup between Neoga and North Clay, followed by the semifinal between top seed Cumberland and 4 seed Altamont, as will determine the first team to make it into the championship Saturday night, tomorrow night, here at the National Trail Conference Tournament. Dustin Stats chat with the coaches, as well as scores from the area, all on a busy post-game show as Altamont picks up the 75-65 victory here in the quarterfinal matchup at the 90th Annual National Trail Conference Tournament on Classic Hits 97.9 XFM.
Whether you're in the market to purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle, Northside Ford on North Keller Drive in Effingham will find a vehicle that works for you. Check out Northside Ford's selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs today. It's NTC Tourney Week, and Tingley Insurance in downtown Effingham wishes players fast breaks, jump shots, and lots of rebounds. Tingley Insurance, a proud supporter of high school basketball.
For over 30 years, SPS has been providing care to the surrounding area. Specializing in around-the-clock and hourly care, we focus on in-home and nursing home care. Call Mitchell or Sherry today at 217-690-3240.
Spring registration is underway at Lakeland College. Apply today and prepare for a career or gain a new skill. Flexible schedules with in-person and online classes. Lakeland College. Education that fits your life.
VP Fire and Security wishes all the schools good luck at the tournament. Let us help keep your family safe and your business protected by providing a customized fire and security system. Play hard, stay safe.
Come see all the new and exciting Chevrolet and Toyota vehicles here at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota, South Route 45 in Effingham, or shop and buy 24/7 at danheck.com.
Good luck to all our area teams. From Air Evac 28 of Effingham, when seconds count, we're proud to stand with our community, committed to bringing life-saving emergency critical care transport to rural Americans. Stay safe and play hard.
This is the Dust and Son Auto Supplies postgame show, serving the area since 1929.
75-65, Altamont wins the final quarterfinal matchup of this 90th Annual National Trail Conference Tournament as they defeat North Clay by 10, as they will now move on to take on Cumberland tomorrow night in the nightcap. Before that, it'll be a consolation semifinal with Neoga and North Clay, and activities kick off in the 9th place game tomorrow night between Cowden Herrick Beecher City and St. Elmo Brownstown. Pre-game shows about 4:45 to 4:50 with the tip-off at around 5 to start activities once again on Thursday night here at the NTC. Justin's been working on some stats. Let's send it over to him for some team numbers.
Yeah, Altamont, 41.7% shooting tonight, 25 of 60 from the field. There were a ton of shots put up in this game between these two teams. 25 of 60. Both teams were good at the free throw line. Altamont 14 of 17 at the stripe, 82.3% there. And they made a third of their three-pointers, put 27 up, made 9 of them. North Clay 25 of 54 from the field. That's 46.3%. Cardinals 14 of 16 at the line, 87.5% on their free throws. Here's a difference in the game, and there's going to be 2 in these stats, and here's the first one. North Clay 1 of 15 from three-point range, so just under 7% from beyond the arc. Here's the other difference, 38 to 25. That was Altamont's rebounding advantage, and to kind of tease that out a little bit more, Altamont had 18 offensive rebounds tonight. North Clay had 7, actually 8. 18-8 offensive rebounding. And Altamont turned a lot of those offensive boards into points and really became a big difference in a 10-point win for the Indians. Turnovers, not a big part of our story tonight. Altamont committed 8 of them, North Clay 6, and really for the kind of game it was, those numbers are surprisingly low. But boy, what a fun, fast-paced high school basketball game. 140 points scored between the two teams, and Altamont comes out with a 10-point win. I'll keep working on those individual stats and have those ready for you in just a little bit.
We'll take a break, give you a little time to work on those numbers and a little time for the coaches to make it to the booth for the post-game interview here at another busy night from Altamont. In the opener tonight, it was a win, for Cumberland as they defeated Neoga 63-30. St. Anthony with a 72-25 victory over South Central. And Altamont defeated North Clay 75-65. We'll take a break, come back with Dustin Stats with the coaches with some scores from the area, all on the Dustin Sun Auto Supplies post-game show here on Classic Hits 97.9 XFM.
Since 1937, Geckner Brothers has been proud to support local and area teams, and that continues with this year's NTC tournament. Best of Success area teams from the family at Geckner Brothers.
Life's little moments just got sweeter with cashback checking from Washington Savings Bank. Earn cash back on everyday debit card purchases because treating yourself or your loved ones should be easy.
Get ready for tournament time. T-Topola State Bank is proud to support local basketball and our hometown teams. With convenient locations in Effingham, T-Topolis, and Sigel, we're cheering with you every step of the way. T-Topola State Bank, equal housing lender and member FDIC. Good luck, teams.
Cold outside? At McMahon Meats, we have a convenient drive-up window so you can stay in your warm car while we do the shopping. Call ahead at 217-813-6054. Good luck, area teams, in the tournament.
Hi, this is Kathy from Barlow Lock and Security. Secure your home or business with a customized system from us. Good luck, area teams, in the tournament.
The attorneys and staff of Taylor Law Offices welcome the teams and players to the National Trail Conference Boys Basketball Tournament. Taylor Law Offices hopes that everyone enjoys the competition.
Heil Dealer.
Guessing games can be fun, but not when it comes to your funeral. Don't make
every pass, every play, every moment. Powered by speed you can trust. American Fiber Network, your local internet service provider, proudly supporting area schools and wishing all the teams the best of luck this week. Call them today, 217-367-1578.
While the action heats up on the court, take a charge against pests driving into your home. Arab Termite and Pest Control keeps the defense up to protect your investment from any unwanted pests all season long. See a bug? Call Arab. Protecting your home is always a slam dunk.
Amazing how quickly this big gym can clear out after a big night of basketball that wrapped up with Altamont picking up the victory over North Clay 75-65, and Dustin has the individual stats for us.
Especially on a night like tonight, I'm not sure why anybody's in a big hurry to get outside, but it certainly has cleared out. Altamont, I got the team numbers already. I was getting ready to read the team numbers. Let's go with individual statistics. For North Clay, 4 guys in double figures and another one close. Lucas Griffey led the way with 18 points, 7 of 11 from the field, 4 of 5 at the free throw line, 4 rebounds and an assist for him. 14 points for Cade Atwood on 5 of 8 shooting. He missed a couple of three-pointers, 4 out of 5 from the free throw line, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. 13 points for Cody Zimdars on 4 of 15 shooting. He was just 1 for, he made the only three-pointer for these Cardinals, and that was on 7 attempts. 4 out of 4 at the line, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, and then 12 points for Mason Byers, 5 of 12 from the field. He was 0 for 2 from three-point range with a 2 for 2 trip to the line and 4 rebounds. Carter Walden, 6 of his 8 points came in the fourth quarter. He was 4 for 8 from the field, 0 for 4 on his three-pointers. Cooper Lewis and Lane Wolf both played in this game. Neither one attempted a shot. For Altamont, 28 points for Cade Melville, 19 of them in the first quarter. He was 8 of 14 from the field. He made 6 of 10 three-pointers tonight, 6 out of 6 at the line, 13 rebounds, 3 assists, 4 blocked shots for Cade Melville. So he stuffed up that stat sheet really nicely, led Altamont to the win here. But Cooper McManaway, 18 points, 6 of 13 from the field. He was 2 out of 4 on his threes, 4 out of 5 at the line with 3 assists. And then Jacob Johnson, 2 points at halftime, 6 points after 3 quarters, 17 for the game. 7 of 10 from the field, 3 out of 3 at the line, 10 rebounds, 7 on the offensive glass. How about a double-double for Jacob Johnson? That's pretty good stuff for him. 3 points for Cooper Powell's on 1 of 3 shooting, 1 for 2 beyond the arc with a rebound and an assist. Zane Miller, 3 points. He was 1 for 9 from the floor, 1 out of 1 at the free throw line, 0 for 5 on his threes. He had 8 rebounds, 3 helpers. 4 points for Nate Lurkins on 2 of 3 shooting with an 0 for 2 trip to the line. He had an assist tonight. Parker Bell, 3 points on 1 of 6 shooting, 5 rebounds and an assist for him. He was 0 for 4 on his threes. Carson Melville didn't score on an 0 for 2 shooting night. Blake Berg didn't put up a shot in his time on the floor. And Hayden Bridges didn't put up a shot in his time on the floor. So there are your numbers for Altamont. And in that time, Coach Zink from North Clay able to make his way up. So, Matt, I'll turn it over to you for a post-game interview.
Thank you very much, Dustin, as Coach Zink has been gracious with his time, a good guy in the conference, and your club battled hard tonight, came up short here at Altamont in this NTC tournament. And I just think that goes to show the strength of this conference overall when you can have a game like this in a quarterfinal matchup.
Yeah, I felt like, this was probably the game of the night, no doubt about it. It's we didn't quite get what we needed to do to get over the hump there. And unfortunately, in these big games, we got to figure out a way. We played pretty consistent basketball, and then when it comes to the little bit bigger games, there's some times we struggle, and sometimes we don't compete to get over the top. And there were times tonight, especially in the second half, that I felt like we didn't match their physicality, and it really hurt us. They got so many rebounds, and number one thing on our board was you got to beat them rebounding, and we sure didn't do that, and it put us in a real tough position. They got a lot of second chance points, they got a lot of kick out threes, and I really think that was the difference in the game.
And you use the word we got to compete, and oftentimes that shows up with the rebounding stats.
Yeah.
And you got to give credit to Altamont. They battle hard too. They have a game plan, and that's a big part of their game. But those extra opportunities in a game where both teams really took care of the ball pretty well, and along with just not a normal shooting night, especially from beyond the arc from North Clay tonight, compounded that issue.
Yeah, we really struggled to make a shot outside. We drew up a couple plays, and Cody nailed a couple, but we were pretty inconsistent with our shooting. I was really happy, though, in the second half. We got to the basket a lot more than we were a lot more aggressive offensively, and we did a good job offensively in the second half, in my opinion. The problem was, you score 65 points. I told the kids, problem's really never the offense. Guys like to get their points and everything like that, but that's not ever our issue. Our issue is keeping the score below 60. We know we're going to get 65 most of the time, but you got to keep the other team under that number. And then in the bigger games, we've really struggled with that. And here's the thing: I think I have a lot of faith in these boys. I have a lot of faith in our team and our coaching staff. And I really feel at the end that we're going to come up and bite somebody, and we're going to surprise some people. Right now, we have to figure out a way to beat the top echelon teams, and we just haven't done that yet. I think we can, but the boys got to prove it. We got to prove it. You got to earn a win, and we didn't earn it tonight.
Well, on a positive note, for sure, to take away from this game, it's just so good to see Lane Wolf back out there on the court. Boy, he looked a little better than I even expected to see, and played maybe a few more minutes than I expected to see as well.
Yeah, we were really tried to be real careful with Lane. This basically got released today, so he's still pretty sore. Did a really good job in the first half, and I talked to him at halftime, and I wanted him to start off in the second half just to prove that we're really excited he's back. We didn't want him to go at Carter immediately, so we brought Lane in right off the bat. Then when he went out, he expressed that he's a little sore, and so we kind of held back there that second half, and it's a long season. We were both on the same page there, but having Lane back is more of a full team for us. We've really played without a full team all year long, and just thankful he's back. He's a competitor, he's a gamer, he's a great little player, thing is, he's only going to get better from this game on out, mostly because I think he's going to get healthier, and he can really help us, and I look forward to Lane being a huge contributor here.
Talented club you've got. We look forward to seeing them turn around and bounce back, and they'll have to play well against the Neoga team that's playing a lot better as of late.
Absolutely. I talked to him at the end of talked to him downstairs. I said, Neoga's hungry. They're hungry to make a statement here in this tournament, and we've got to bring everything we got tomorrow night to be able to compete with those guys, because they're going to bring it. I know they're well coached. This is a real opportunity for them to knock us off, and we need to be focused and bring it tomorrow night against Neoga. They're a real good team, and we're going to see if that happens or not.
Coach, we appreciate it. It's always a pleasure to get to chat with you after a game, and we wish the best of luck to you and your Cardinals.
Thanks, Matt. Appreciate it, man. Thanks, Dustin. Yep. Thank you, guys.
Josh Zink, nice enough to spend some time with us after the ball game as he hands the headsets back over, and we look up behind us, and I think we're going to get John Niebrugge to step down for an interview here in just a moment at our new location.
Always makes me feel bad on Coach Zink's interviews, though, because he's got a better radio voice than I do. I will feel really inadequate after he gets on the microphone. But just kind of had to throw that one in there.
We don't have to worry about that as John Niebrugge steps in to do the interview with us here.
Listen to me.
Coach, I'm going to start off. I got a couple of 2 words for you. The first one, offensive rebounds. Take it from there.
Loved it. That's. Our defense was very bad, and that's kudos to North Clay, because I haven't been sliced like that since Thanksgiving dinner. But we've been winning a lot of games because of our offensive rebounding. Just go pursuit of the basketball, that when your shot's not falling, you got to go get the basketball, and sometimes that's our best offense.
The Indians certainly did that very well tonight, creating those extra opportunities. And sometimes those opportunities turned into the next couple of words that I'm going to emphasize to you, and those are free throws.
Right. And we shot 14. We had us down 14-17 and made some at the end. We didn't do it there at their place, a week and a half ago or whatever, to finish it out. And I was proud of, they probably had a scouting report to foul Cooper McMahon away, and he stepped up and made them this time. He showed some maturity and made the baskets when he had to this time.
Cade Melville gets you off to just the best start that you could hope for. He had 19 points after the first quarter and hit a big shot to give you guys the lead back, as North Clay had wrestled the lead away late in the second quarter, but you carried a 2-point advantage into the locker room as he knocked down that 3. And the impressive thing to me about it was, when you score 19 and a quarter, you're on pace for 70-some points in a contest. But he didn't force anything after that, and really the teammates stepped up around him.
Yeah, he wasn't scared of the moment.
Tom Henderson, State Farm Insurance.
Earlier in the year, and if you take the first 8 games out, he's back to what Cade has been shooting-wise. That's a senior moment. That's hey, I'm not going to lose this ball game. We could have. I equated it to Keaton Wagler against Purdue. He said it's my game to win or lose, and not that North Clay would want him would try to tease him, but it was Cade more or less saying, "Hey, this is my game. This is me being a senior." And then later in the game, it was okay. Now I'm gonna feed Johnson in the post or feed Cooper McMahon away.
Yeah, and those kids certainly responded well, but again, to the double-digit rebounds again for Cade, as it was just a tremendous game. But then you mentioned Cooper McManaway kind of took that scoring mantle in the second half with drives to the basket, knocking down some shots. And then the defense of North Clay had to come out and challenge, and your kids really broke them down.
Right.
And Johnson, I don't want to simplify things by saying, well, all he did was catch it and shoot it right at the basket. But you still have to catch it, and you still have to finish, and you can't take that for granted. And Jacob stepped up late and really put Altamont over the top as far as that goes.
Yeah, we knew they had to extend a little bit, and we went to our dribble drive stuff a little and kind of got them in some penetration. And so Jacob's man had to help on the drive, and kudos to our guys to finding him, making the correct bounce pass. And Jacob, I got to try to make him use the backboard a little bit more. It scares me a little bit. It's mathematical fact to put that ball off the backboard, it goes in better. But he finished. I thought he got fouled a couple times even. So kudos to him to finding that, presenting himself to get that pass. You could be behind him, you could be behind a guy, even be open, but he found that open area and scored. I thought our guys really executed down the stretch really well.
Whoever came out of this 4-5 matchup was going to have the toughest draw to get to and win this championship game, and it unfolds that way, is at least right at this point, as now you take on the top seed Cumberland here right away tomorrow night.
Right. To me, these are two top 31A teams. I mean, in a 4-5 matchup in a quarterfinal, that tells you about this conference and this tournament right this year. I've never been when 5 teams could actually, probably win it, and North Clay easily could have won this game in this tournament too. But yeah, I think we knew we had to win this game, obviously, to get to the next, but we couldn't overlook North Clay, just because of what we did last time. But we were kind of wanting a little bit of redemption on Cumberland. We thought we let one slip away early in the year. We had, Cade had some free throws late that we could have maybe iced it a little bit. And, I think by our schedule and the way we've been playing these close games lately, I think we're seeing the fruits of our labor. And, Coach Rado's going to have them ready to go. They're obviously a different team from the second game of the year, but so it should be another fun semifinal between 4 really good teams.
Yeah, it's going to be a great night of action tomorrow night and Friday night, as we expect always at the NTC tournament. And Coach, congratulations on a big win tonight, and we look forward to seeing your club in that semifinal tomorrow evening.
Should be rocking. I appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
Coach John Niebrugge, the Altamont Indians, nice enough to spend some time with us as well, as Altamont defeats North Clay by a score of 75-65 in the final game of 3 here at the National Trail Conference Tournament. The opening game was won by Cumberland. They defeated Neoga 63-30, and it was a win for St. Anthony in the other quarterfinal, 72-25. So tomorrow night, it'll be Cowden Herrick Beecher City and St. Elmo Brownstown starting things off with the 5 o'clock tip in that 9th place game. Then it'll be a consolation bracket matchup between Neoga and North Clay, and then it'll be Cumberland and Altamont in the semifinal tomorrow night in the nightcap, again around 7:45 to 8 o'clock. We've got those scores taken care of. Let's send it back to the studios with Gail to see what else she has for us before we wrap this one up. Gail?
All right. The only scores I have, a final in girls basketball. Neoga defeated Cowden Herrick Beecher City 56-44 tonight. In junior high basketball, Class 8 1A Effingham Sacred Heart Regional. Game number 6 was won by Effingham Sacred Heart. They defeated Sigel St. Michael. It was Effingham Sacred Heart 36, Sigel St. Michael 26. So Effingham Sacred Heart with that championship win there. In Class 8 2A Casey Westfield Regional, Villa Grove defeated Hudsonville 39-25, and Casey Westfield with the win over Neoga 50-32. In Class 8 2A Stewartson Strasburg Regional, in that championship game, game number 6, Stewartson Strasburg victorious over St. Anthony 38-37, a very close win there for Stu Straws. And in the Class 8 4A Effingham Regional, the championship game was won by Stephen Decatur. It was Stephen Decatur over Mount Zion 62-34.
All right. Thank you very much, Gail. We appreciate your work, as always, back at the studios as we wrap up this night's broadcast. Big couple of days here at the NTC tournament. It's been pretty fun so far. A couple of games early tonight, with the top seeds taking on the lower seeds that had worked their way into the tournament. We had a little discrepancy in the score, so to speak, but the nightcap sure made up for it, and we're expecting a balanced tournament pretty much the rest of the way now.
Nightcap made up for it, but worth pointing out again that even those early games had their moments early on where, the lower seeded teams came out, competed hard, made it a challenge, and eventually, Cumberland and St. Anthony able to pull away, but kind of speaks to the level of competition here and how much kids get up for this stuff and how much it means to those boys on the lower seeded teams to come out and have a good showing on this floor. And no doubt in my mind that when they play again, they'll both be ready to go, and really excited about what we got left on the slate here at the NTC. You get through those quarterfinals, you get onto the consolation and championship side of the brackets. Really, I could see every game being a really, really solid competitive one from here on out.
That's Dustin White. For Liz and Caleb, who did a great job with the video stream as always. Appreciate all their help through these 3 games, as well as Gail back at the studios. It takes a small army to get these broadcasts covered like we do, but we appreciate you joining us for National Trail Conference Tournament action. We'll be back with you tomorrow evening around 4:45 with the tip-off of 3 more great games from the 90th Annual National Trail Conference Tournament. For Liz, for Caleb, for Gail, for Dustin, I'm Matt Robinson. Thanks for joining us for high school basketball on Classic Hits 90.